Yo, welcome to Team Radd Titan, and today we're going to be reviewing the fan art quarter scale Spider-Man piece. This was sculpted by Edivaldo Batalla, and we will be letting you know what we think about it. This is from EXO Studios, I believe, and we'll be running through it. Stay tuned.
Hey everyone, it's Alex and Gio. As Gio was saying, we are looking at the EXO Spider-Man. This is a fan art piece. I believe the edition size was 55, and they also made a variant of the symbiote spider as well. I've got to say off the bat, with the symbiote spider, I think it looked a bit of a mess in pictures. I haven't seen it in person. People are claiming it's much better in person.
Don't be judging, man.
But I'm just saying.
Don't be judging. Could be good in person. You never know.
Got this one in front of us. So this is the sort of Amazing Spider-Man.
Classic suit job, yeah.
Yeah. And
yeah, so there's no shortage of Spider-Man pieces. So this is another sort of take on it, and we'll run through exactly what we think. So when you get the piece, you get the base, you get the figure, and then you get these two arms that are separate, which is quite interesting because I was curious to see how they were going to ship this, because with those arms attached, you're definitely looking at some breakages and some big problems. So they've managed to, see the arms come away.
yeah.
Okay.
Not really a great fit there on the arm.
No, it's not, no. Seam is a little bit unfortunate, isn't it?
No, it's just that, and
you can sort of maneuver it like there. That's where I think it's meant to be, but that still there's a gappage here. There's a little bit of a problem. But yeah, so yeah, this is the piece, and then we run up. You've got sort of a standard, it's a really low footprint. So this is something, and definitely you want to probably display it up high, but it's got a nice small footprint, easily fit into a DTOF, no drama. You've got this sort of like multicolored sort of base on the thing, and the classic. I mean, I believe that used to be a symbol, didn't it? Do you remember that sort of thing on the front? It used to be like a symbol, almost like a bat signal that they used to put in the sky.
No, they used to have it like on the 70s like cartoon, where it would zoom to the screen, but you normally had things like his tracking device or something like that.
Yeah.
Like
but it's a nice little nod to sort of that references that from the cartoons and stuff when you were a kid. It's got sort of like he's on a sort of rocky type of base. It sort of looks like there's a bit of brickwork here mixed in with the cement, which is kind of strange. I don't know what, probably like leftover. It looks like a demolished building.
It almost looks like rubble, like as you say, like some kind of remnants of a building, like But the thing is with Spider-Man being in the city, I always have a bit of an issue with bases like this, or where on the original Sideshow Bronze he's on a rock.
Yeah,
and I just don't think that's good. I know that there are a lot of pieces where he's on the edge of a building and whatever else.
New perspective.
I do think that is kind of Spider-Man on the edge of a building rather than on this. Like this bit of rock. I don't really think it looks like a sort of smashed up chimney.
Also, his camera taking planning is shit, because that one's behind him and lower, and he's facing the other way.
Oh, I mean,
but why didn't they get my picture? Christ, I'm not going to get any money this month.
I think
from J. Jonah Jameson. They're like, what's this?
I think it's meant to be more of an Easter egg, but I think what they should have probably gone with this idea is the way he has his hand. They maybe should have done one where he's holding the camera in his hand, or have it on the front part of there, rather than having it as an Easter egg
on a little strip, on a little thing.
I think the way he's got his hand, which hand is it? This one.
It's the right hand.
He could have easily been holding the camera.
Yeah,
I think that would have been totally different from any other Spider-Man, because you never see him holding it.
Very, very good point.
The original PF, he has the camera around his neck. But I just think something different.
It's not actually that. The magnet's really strong on that arm, so you could definitely handle a camera.
Yeah, well, also I think
maybe that's a good ad, isn't it? Maybe you could just add one with the strap. I've got one on my. You gave it to me.
Yeah. Well, I bought one off of eBay, which was basically a keyring, looks like a cannon, and literally
that would work.
Cut off the plastic corner.
So when you get into the Spider-Man, what do you think? You start moving into the sculpt, and then we got sort of nice iconic pose, definitely identifiable as Spider-Man, no problems there. I really love the nice clean lines on the suit. It's got lovely clean lines, no problem like that with the red parts.
I like the sculpt. I like the pose of it. I actually really do like a lot of this on initial inspection. I like the way it looks, and when we got it out earlier on, I was looking at it, I was thinking, this is actually a really, really nice piece. One of my main issues is more a paint issue. They tried to go with this kind of weird pearl-like paint on the blue, and I don't think this is not really the right blue. but then they're trying to go for this like effect where they're spraying like silvers and the pearl,
like a metallic
pearl
sheen.
look.
Yeah.
And
See, that's what I like about it. Believe it or
but
not.
it's not even. The problem is as well, like the part I had is here. If you look at that part there, look at that like real heavy patch there, and it's like in an L, and it's just like it's not done very well. And then you look at the thighs, and the thighs are just like it's too much sprayed on, and not
maybe.
It's not
maybe. I think the back is done a little bit better than the thighs. I actually really like that element of it as a different sort of take of Spider-Man.
I think if you went away and you repainted this with a real, like, the blue that the Spider-Man has.
Yeah, but metallic-y one you would want, or just a plain.
No, not metallic.
I kind of like the metallic-y edge to it. The thing that I don't like about it is I don't like the waist. I've got a real problem with the waist. It's like a skinny fat man. I don't think that is the most attractive that anyone can look, being that hunched over. Definitely is not going to do much for you. No matter if you're thin or you're chunky or whatever. I just think once it gets to the side here, I can't help but feel that there's this big bulge of gut that I really don't want to see. When it gets to here, I've got it here. It just looks like it's hanging over a little bit. It doesn't look like an athletic, a lean, and agile character.
I mean, unless you're really low per body fat.
He's really low.
I mean, but in that pose,
It's not. That's what I mean. It's gonna, but.
But I don't know. I mean, that is going for a more realistic look. One of the little details I do really like, it's just a shame you can't really see it, is from where you are now, if you look through his legs, like you see the web shooter part. Yeah. I really do like the way that looks.
And the grips on the feet, cool.
Yeah, the grips on the feet
like
as
webbing.
Well. I probably would have gone with the grips on the feet. Do they have like, are they that kind of like?
Don't know, but they just look cool.
Yeah.
Just like them. It looks like if he puts his feet together, he's going to make a perfect web. Yeah, looks cool. I like it. I like
also I like the way both his hands are open. I like the kind of on the rock the way
pose
he's got his hand
nice as well.
And the way he's got like the other hand like relaxed down. I think the sculpt areas or elements on that are really well done. I do find, as I say, the other issue is I find that this joint on this arm is just a bit weird. And there's weird gaps on there.
It's got your size forearms and all.
Yeah.
Much bigger than his biceps. Yeah, huge. He's doing them. What they call them? He's using fat grips and he's doing them little rolly things that you do.
Yeah. Why not?
He's got massive Popeye forearms. There's no doubt about it. That's it.
I mean, and the face on it, I think, is done really, really well.
Would like to see some reflective thing, but it is classic comics, so it's white. I like it. It's not the best Spider-Man I've ever seen, and I've just recently got an Alpha Freeze version, which is superior everywhere.
I think from
it's
here,
quite hard.
I think from here it looks really, really good. Really, really nice pose. Really, I mean, from here it looks amazing. One thing.
Amazing,
Amazing. The one thing as well is,
so I can see.
Sorry, his thighs are really big.
They are big.
I mean, his thighs are as big as his waist.
Yeah.
So when you look at that, even if you look
down, a bit of a bulge as well. Got some nuts in there.
If you look down and you look at the size of his thighs from the top, they're like really big.
Yeah, but like I said, I have no idea. And to be honest with you, because it's perspective, there's no point of even considering it unless you can stand this statue up and see what it is like in what do they call it?
T-pose.
No, it's called a position. It's not T-pose. It's something else. It's like something else. But it just from there, so you can look at all the proportions. There's no point because as soon as you gather and mix it all up like this, it does. It's from some angles they look big, from others it's not so bad. But I really like it. I think it's a nice Spider-Man.
Spider on the back as well. The way it's stitched on looks great.
It's clean. There's some clean elements to it. My only critique really is the gut sort of area. I'm not a fan of. I agree with you on the joint.
Part, or?
No. This the figure's all one piece. Base is all one piece, and then the two arms. Okay. So that's how it comes. Yeah. But I appreciate being shown it. So, if you're interested in this kind of things, keep your eye out for the studio and see what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I've been pretty critical about it, but I actually do like it. I'm just looking at it.
Spider-Man. That's not.
That's the way. When you look at things as well, is you can't just say, I mean, it's fucking amazing, fucking fantastic, but everything's great, everything's perfect, because
there's loads of people
there's
doing
lots of things. No, but you have to be. The way I look at things is I think about who is the most difficult person and the things that people are going to pull out, and then I look at them and I try and look into that to try and figure out what are going to be the things that are mentioned in that way.
What I like as well about this is how this seems to be more common now with the actual webbing, which Sideshow need to be paying attention to. They're making the gaps slightly bigger and therefore they are much cleaner. The actual spider web on the red parts is super fucking clean, really clean everywhere.
Paint
and there isn't a Spider-Man that is made by any licensed company with these clean lines. My Alpha 3 is exactly the same. It's got bigger gaps, and they just are super clean. There's not a one out of place. And I think that's the way to do it. He's got a hint of a nose as well. There's a lot of positives about this Spider-Man. So congratulations, Exo Studios. You did a decent job, a very decent job.
So going back, the factory paint is good.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it.
No.
It's just that I think we've been spoiled with having pieces repainted and things.
Yeah.
So that's the other way of looking at it.
Yeah, totally agree. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let us know what you think about this piece. Where does it rank on your Spider-Mans? Is this something that you would even consider? Too small for you, too big, proportions right, paint good?
Too small, too big?
Yeah, measure it, go.
All right, just going quickly. So top of his head.
You nearly got home, John.
Wow, top of his head is only 13 inches.
Oh, okay, well, cool.
The
Width, legs.
width is going to be the knees, which is 24, 25 centimeters, which is about 10 inches. And
Depth is just the body. From back of the base to the tip of the head.
Yeah, so the depth there is about same, so about 24, which is about 9.5 inches. So
very displayable.
Very displayable on a D-top shelf or wherever you want to put him. So
come join us on Instagram, Radd_Titan. Check us out on Facebook, radtitan.com, statue collecting. And have a good day. Peace.
Bye-bye.